Hey YouTube, it's your girl Kim. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a video about a wig that I got from a hair company called Rosabeauty. I watched a few videos on YouTube and I figured, might as well do a review about their hair for my channel. Everyone just kind of raved them as like I'm not sure if it's an AliExpress company, but I know they're a company based out of China that has pretty decent hair quality for the price. So just a few things before I show you guys the wig, and I kind of wish I unboxed it before I just, got excited and just opened it. I think I'm going forward with all my wigs. I'm just going to unbox them in front of you guys so you can see my first real raw reaction every single time. But so first things first, I went on Instagram and I followed them because I'm like, might as well, just follow them for my page. And I clicked on the link in their bio to order the wig. And then I came off of their page, but then I went back on again, but I had already added it into my bag. So when I went back in, it never showed me how many wigs I had. And I always do all my online shopping through PayPal. So it took me to PayPal's website to pay for the wig. And then on PayPal, it always tells you, well, before we confirm the order, we'll send you back to the vendor's website so you can confirm the purchase. I go back to their website and it just gives me an order confirmation number, and I get an email that I ordered 2 wigs, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't really order 2 wigs. So I reached out to them. They never responded via email. Then I reached out to PayPal to put in a dispute, and a little back and forth with them. They're like, well, you should have reached out to us first. And then I had to screenshot the email where I reached out to you guys first and send it to you. But if you have an email there, you should be checking your email. Needless to say, very customer friendly, very understanding. They did still accidentally send me 2 wigs. Well, first of all, I ordered the wig and a body weave. They didn't have body weave, and I'm like, it's not a big deal. It's a $200 wig, one something. I gotta figure out how much I paid for it, but it's close to $200. So I'm like, $200 wig. I don't really get the texture I want. It's not that big of a deal. So they sent me the straight instead of the body weave. I'll leave a link down below for the wig. However, then they sent me an email saying, well, we forgot to get a hold of our warehouse and they accidentally sent you both wigs. And I'm like, well, I reached out to you guys within 10 minutes of me realizing what had happened. You said that you were going to cancel the one portion of the order. So I was like, I'm not paying for shipping, not back to China. So they said, send them the receipts when I ship it back. I did that and they sent me the money right away. So, just for that reason alone, I will possibly buy from them again. And when I say possibly, I'm going to show you guys the wig so you can understand what I mean. So this is the wig. And the reason that I said I wished I would have unboxed it is because, I'm not sure if people out there would lie or mislead. However, I wish I had unboxed it in front of you guys so you can see like my first raw real reaction. And I might have actually kept the second wig because I'm like, I'm going to be dyeing hair and playing in hair. But I'm not impressed with the wig itself. So I'll show you guys. If you can see, there are a lot of flyaways. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. In addition to that, I ordered the wig in a 16 inches. And like I said to you guys before, when you're ordering a wig and you're getting wig from a hair company, based in China or AliExpress, get something a little bit longer, because what they tend to do is that they will have a few long strands that are the length that the wig is supposed to be in, but then all the other strands are like short, so they can technically call it 16 inches even though the majority of the hairs in the wig are short. And that's exactly what they did. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I don't know how it's possible that this unit is parted in the center, and it's just like the sides, they don't match up. Like this side is shorter than this one. Like it's just it's really bad. I kind of wanted it to be like a lob, but I'm probably just gonna have to like cut it and put layers to be able to maintain the length, just because it's really, really bad. Like there are a lot of short hairs. I don't know if you guys can see it on the unit, but my plans for this wig is to do a gray pink ombre. So I'm going to do the roots of the hair, like a lot of the roots, like a lot of the hair in gray, and then do the ends in pink. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so as you guys can see, where I told you the hair was like really stringy, I think you can see a little bit better all the little flyaways that the wig has in it. So I am going to be cutting it just before I color it, just because it doesn't make any sense for me to color hair that I'm going to cut anyway. I mean, like, look at this. Like, what is this? This thing is like see-through. Like, there's nothing there. Like, there's so many flyaways on this wig. It's not even funny. So just gonna cut that, and then I'll color it. So this is after the cut. Definitely looks a lot better. Didn't have to cut off as much as I thought I did. So I'm really pleased with that because it's pretty much right at the length that I wanted it to be at. So I'm definitely not mad at that. One thing I will say about the hair is very soft. Not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's human hair, if it's a human hair mix, yarn. I find some of that sometimes in hair. But yes, I am definitely pleased that I didn't have to cut off too much of the hair, and as you guys can see, it does look pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in once it's colored and do some layers, but I'm feeling pretty good about where it's at right now. Actually, maybe I'll go in and do some layers. So I cut it. As you guys can see, the hair definitely looks a lot healthier. One thing really quickly that I forgot to mention earlier was that I'm not sure how strong whatever material that they're using for lace is. This ripped really easily, and it got that rip from this comb, which is not even that sharp. The other holes that it has in here, that came from my from the pins on my mannequin head. So just whatever material that they're using is just not the most durable. But yes, let's just get right to the color. So for the color, I'm going to be using the Adore Platinum in color 150. And I'm also going to be using the Soft Lavender in 193. And I saw a lot of YouTubers do this method where they pretty much just use, some use cold water, some use hot water. I'm going to be using hot water just because I kind of feel like it may work out a little bit better. I'm not even going to boil the water because the water in my faucet comes out very hot. So I'm just going to let that get warm. There it is. And then I'm going to add in the color and just dip the entire wig in. Then I'm going to dry it and then just do the ends. Just because I want kind of like a gradient, kind of ombre, kind of balayage effect to the pink. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually just add in some of this color. Now, I'm not going to do the whole bottle because I don't want it to be like a gray. I just kind of squeeze. So I'm going to take my comb and then just kind of mix it around. I want it to be like a faint gray. Smells pretty good. Smells like grapes. So odd. But yeah, I heard a lot of people say you just want to make sure that the mixture is really good. If not, you'll get like chunks of color. And we definitely don't want chunks of color. I like the mention, but I don't want chunks. So here we go. I'm gonna start dipping. Ooh. Yes. So I ended up dipping the wig a total of 3 times in the gray mixture. For whatever reason, the front of the wig just would not take to the gray. So I just had to keep dipping it until it came to a color that I was happy with. So I'm back with the finished look. I absolutely love how this gray, lavender, pink, purple ombre turned out. It turned out better than I expected. It looks better than I expected. I was a little skeptical about doing the color because, you know, stepping outside of my comfort zone. I do like to try different things, but I just didn't anticipate that the hair was going to look this good. It took a few extra dips, so after I was finished dipping it on camera, I went off camera and I dipped the front a little bit more, just because when it started to dry, it wasn't really showing that there was any color. It kind of more looked like this color up top here, and as you guys can see, the back of it is pretty vibrant. So I was like, well, it looks a little bit off. It looks like it's missing some color. So it kind of came out this like pastel kind of pink, which I don't mind because I feel as though it gives the hair some dimension. So I definitely love the way that it looks. My next goal is going to be to do like a full-on unicorn vibe. So I'm going to do like a blue, a teal, and then I'm also going to put this pink at the end because I really love it. Now in terms of like the, you know, the overall, the wig, I was a little bit concerned in the beginning of the video because as I told you guys, the lace actually ripped when I pinned it down to my, my mannequin head before I trimmed the hair before I cut it. So I was a little concerned. I'm like, you know, well, if the lace is already ripping and all I did was put pins through it, is it going to hold up for when I glue it down? So far, so good. I will definitely give you guys an update as to how this wig held up, because I can definitely see myself wearing this throughout the rest of the year, you know, just to have something different. You know, Halloween is right around the corner, so why not? The hair, I am impressed with the hair. When I curled it, it had a weird smell and it turned kind of green, as you guys can see in the front, which I don't really mind because I feel as though the color just goes with the overall like unicorn vibes. There are some places that are blue from the gray, and then you have that green, and then the dark purple and the light pink. So I really didn't mind that it turned green. But yes, I am going to be doing another unicorn wig. So my final thoughts on this wig is I would definitely recommend that you get it if you're looking for something that's cost effective for you to be able to color, or even if you want to get a 613 that you can tone. The hair definitely surprised me. As you guys saw in the beginning of the video, I was a little skeptical, especially with the lengths and how uneven the hair was looking. But after coloring it and conditioning the hair, I'm very impressed with how the hair turned out. So I would definitely recommend this wig for anyone who's looking for something that's cost effective for you to be able to color, or just as a 613 blonde. Not to say that I'm kind of regretting sending that other wig back, but maybe I should have held on to it just a little bit longer before I sent it back. My first impressions of this wig just wasn't the best. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. You also want to turn on your post notifications so you guys can see whenever I post new videos. And if you're not already doing so, don't forget to follow me on my other social media platforms. I will leave the links for that down below. If you do, then you got a chance to see a sneak peek of this wig and this beautiful color before I posted it on YouTube. Thanks. Bye for now.